Look around you. The systems you live in, the homes you call shelter, the grids you depend on, they're all built on a foundation of managed scarcity. A world designed to have you consume, to have you depend, to have you pay. This system is not broken, it was built this way, intentionally, and it is obsolete. They will tell you the challenges we face: climate change, resource depletion, systematic collapse are too complex to solve. They will tell you that progress requires sacrifice. They'll offer you incremental changes, small efficiencies, and hollow promises. They're lying, not out of malice, but out of a profound lack of imagination. They see a house as a box that consumes. I see it as a node in a network that produces. They see waste as a problem to be disposed of. I see it as a resource waiting to be reallocated. They see the future as a problem to be managed. I see it as a market to be created. That is why we have engineered Terrahaven. Do not mistake this for a simple eco project. It is not. Terrahaven is an operating system for the next generation of human civilization. It is an invention of dual component platform designed to make the current paradigm irrelevant. The first component is the permaweave, a new class of habitat, self-sufficient, productive, resilient. It generates its own energy, harvests and recycles its own water, and converts all organic output into high-value nutrients. It is not just a home, it is a self-sustaining biological and economic engine. The second and most crucial component is the Terrahaven OS. This is an instrument of change. It is an AI powered platform that does what has never been done before ever. It takes the elegant, complex principles of regenerative ecology and translates them into the brutal, simple language of capital. Return on investment. Our OS doesn't just design these habitats, it produces an irrefutable, bankable prospectus for the construction.
They sold you a dream and you bought it. They called it a home, a castle, a sanctuary. But look closer. Look at the wires that tether you, the pipes that bleed you dry. Your home is not a sanctuary, it is a leash, a terminal in a network you do not control. A network owned by men who profit from your dependence. They send you a bill and you pay it. They have the power over your light, your water, your warmth, and you call this living. You've been living in a cage and calling it a kingdom. They talk about sustainability, a pathetic word, an apology for failure. It means to bleed out a little more slowly only. It is the language of the weak, begging for scraps from a dying system. I'm not here to ask for scraps. I'm here to show you how to build the machine that makes their entire world obsolete. This is the Terrahaven OS. It is not a tool for negotiation, it is an instrument for creating facts on the ground. Watch. We do not request, we define. The location. This is the territory we shall claim. The topography. The terrain we will master. The scale 20 households, 35 acres. We're not building a home, we're establishing a foothold. And here are the goals. This is the declaration of our independence. We don't check boxes, we issue commands. Net positive energy. We will not buy power, we will project it. Complete water autonomy. We will not be extorted for the rain that falls from the sky. Total waste valorization. Our waste is not a liability, it is a strategic asset, an untapped fuel source. The user input object is not a request, it is a set of non negotiable terms. And now we transmit our will. While the old world sleeps, our intelligence goes to work. We are commanding a model not with a question but with a schema. We have given the machine the very DNA of our desired reality and ordered it to construct the body. This is not artificial intelligence, this is enforced creation. And this is the result, the architecture of power, the layout, every element placed for maximum symbiotic efficiency. This isn't a plan, it's a battle map. Here we have divided in the entire structure and community into different zones based on their different functions. This also contains resource flow pathways which officiate the process into developing a community that is not only sustainable but self-sufficient. The summary. This right here displays our goal alignment scorecard. The project, the goals that we had considered in the initial beginning, and states whether if they are achievable or not. As we can already see, the community wealth and local livelihoods goal has a probability of medium to high achievement, whereas the climate and community resilience goal has a very high potential to be achieved within our aligned outputs and resources. This right here displays our security breakdown. This displays the content the resources will produce and displays efficient charts that display how we save humanity each and every year. These are the self-sufficiency gauges. The community has aimed for a significant degree of self-sufficiency across key resources, which is displayed right here. For example, we are a 100% electric self-sufficient community, whereas we lack in staple gains self-sufficiency as well. This displays this parametrics depend on the area. But for example, particular areas like the Sahara Desert or hot arid areas will have a low water sufficiency but high electric sufficiency and thermal outputs. So the model has been enhanced and developed and tailored according to the needs of the area, which are directly assessed through integrated Google Maps. These are the systems, the cost of them, the requirement, and their lifespan. This right here displays the extra needs that we'll need to invest in the project beforehand so that to be self-sufficient in our own communities. This right here displays the system sizing details. For example, we'll need a total PV capacity of 75 kilowatt hour and a battery capacity of 200 kilowatt hour. With this, we can achieve 100% self-sufficiency. This right here is an interconnectivity diagram. This displays how different systems are interconnected and the flow of resources into them. This right here are the habitats and structure. This suggests blueprints according to our needs and tailors them particularly. This right here is are the community and social aspects. We have an implementation plan, a phased strategy for deployment. We have a risk analysis. We anticipate threats and pre-engineer their irrelevance. We have a policy guide, a manual for navigating and dismantling the regulatory cages of the world. The fearful shall now ask, what does it cost? Fear always asks the wrong question. The real question is, what is the price of freedom? The system already knows the numbers. It has calculated a baseline using their own flawed metrics. But now we shall use our metrics using our AI enhanced model that determines the cost on the basis of the region, capacity, and the nearness and availability of resources, particularly tailored to those coordinates which have been entered. The AI has inputted its values, estimated values. Let us now run the final verdict, the final but the brutal truth. The payback period, the precise moment our investment becomes an asset and their asset becomes a memory. The net present value, the quantifiable worth of our autonomy. And here, the total cost of ownership. Their chart is a death sentence. It proves in their own language of dollars and cents that the system is not ecologically bankrupt, it is financially idiotic. It models the entire life cycle, including the cost to replace every single component at the end of its life, and still it reveals their model as a catastrophic long-term failure. Are meaningless. Ideas are meaningless, protests are noises. True power is not about tearing things down, it is about building something so fundamentally superior that the old word simply withers away. This is not software, this is a weapon, a blueprint for a future where you are not a consumer, you are a producer, where you are not dependent, you are the source. They gave you a leash, we are giving you the shears.
But technology is only a single piece. To drive systematic change, we need to engage at all levels. That's why I wrote to the United Nations demanding a paradigm shift in policy towards sustainable architecture and greater accountability. This message is for the United Nations, for the Office of the Secretary General. I'm not going to state my name. I'm one of the billions you are failing. I don't have time to wait on hold. The world doesn't have time. While you draft resolutions, the architecture of our global security is collapsing. While you express grave concern, that concern does nothing to stop the traffickers, the extremists, the organized criminals who operate in the daylight of your indifference. You act as firefighters, rushing to douse the flames of crisis you allowed to ignite. This reactive posture is no longer acceptable. Peace is not a wish to be prayed for, it is a structure to be built. And for too long, you have neglected the construction site. I have outlined the immediate and non negotiable first steps in a letter. It details the new blueprint. Find it, read it, implement it. This is not a proposal to be debated, it is a demand to be met. Your duties are not optional. It proves with cold hard data that true sustainability is not an expense, it is the single greatest economic opportunity of the 21st century. This is what makes our solution unique. We are not here to ask for permission, we are not here to protest. We are here to render the old models unprofitable. We're bypassing the gatekeepers, the outdated regulations, the risk averse financiers, the calcified industries by providing a superior, more intelligent, and ultimately more profitable system. Our journey begins in India, not as a trial but as a proof of concept for the world. We'll demonstrate that true power is not centralized, it is networked. True wealth is never extracted, it is generated. True progress is not incremental, it is a complete and total systems upgrade. The future is not about choosing between prosperity and the planet. That is a false choice, a relic of an old way of thinking. The future we are building is one where they are one and the same. Terrahaven is not a dream, it is an inevitability. It is the logical conclusion. The only question is whether you will be a part of it. This journey was not easy. The biggest challenge wasn't the technical complexity of integrating dozens of systems, it was the mental barrier. The prevailing mindset is that a project this ambitious is impossible. I faced skepticism and had to single handedly develop the financial models, the technical architecture, and the community framework to prove it was not just possible, but profitable and necessary. Overcoming this required relentless research and an unwavering belief in a better future, which I am committed to. The Changemakers World Cup journey taught me that a powerful idea needs a powerful story. It forced me to distill this complex system into a clear vision for the change. I've grown from just an engineer into a storyteller and an advocate. I learned that true power isn't centralized, it is networked. True wealth isn't extracted, it is generated. And true progress isn't incremental, it's a complete and total systematic upgrade. The future is not about choosing between prosperity and the planet. That would be a false choice. The future we are building is one where they are one and the same. In the end, I would like to present to you with a Terrahaven anthem that I created for this project. From linear paths that drain the earth to a future brimming with rebirth. Terrahaven stands, a beacon bright, a symbiotic home, our guiding light. Closed loop systems, energy flows, net positive dreams where life always grows. The earth, the people, and the skies above, bound in harmony, built on love. Oh, Terrahaven, a new revolution, a regenerative green solution. Homes that heal, lives that thrive, where nature and humans together survive. Permaculture roots, biophilic embrace, each habitat a flourishing space. Rainwater's caught, the sun provides. Circular design where nothing hides. Waste to source, energy flows. Net positive dreams where life always grows. The earth, the people, and the skies above, bound in harmony, built on love. Oh, Terrahaven, a new revolution, a regenerative green solution. Homes that heal, lives that thrive, where nature and humans together survive. Oh, Terrahaven, a new revolution, a regenerative green solution. Homes that heal, lives that thrive, where nature and humans together survive. Permaculture roots,
biophilic embrace, each habitat a flourishing space. Rainwater's caught, the sun provides, where nature and humans together survive. Beyond the walls, the ecosystems sing, from every loop, new hope we bring. Carbon negative life where futures bloom, the healing of the planet grows.